Good morning. It's 6:45 in Europe, December 5th, and we're starting a new session, Office Development with me. My name is Maarten van Stam. Let's start this show. Welcome back. Another day of live coding Office Development today. I'm streaming 4 days Office Development in the mornings, 1 day in the evening, Europe time, doing .NET, Blazor and other stuff. Today is Sinterklaas, the day where our Dutch children get presents. And if I show you the picture, Sinterklaas is this dude over here. He's bringing presents with all these assistants. And today is the day where every kid gets their presents. Sinterklaas evening. So let's quickly move over to the code window and start coding, because we left off yesterday with this minor issue. This is the wrong command line thing. I should update that, by the way. It's the command window, the Microsoft Windows terminal, but I'm still used to just starting command. Move into the test commands project and code dot. There we go. Yesterday we were working on the menu items section in the ribbon, and that did not work out too properly. So we are trying again today, and I left a lot of these items on the desktop, I think. View. Well, just open the Explorer. Desktop. And sort it on the day. Show gallery. Test menu. Show gallery 1. And group is already there. That's an old one. So fixing the root item of the menu, that was this one. And what I did over here was copy the button in there. The same button that we have over here. To see if that's actually working, because it has the same resource IDs. No. Forgot to update it again. Let me quickly move that in my tasks. Update. VS Code. Put it for shutdown VM. Well, let's quickly test, because I think this is not working yet. npm start. It does kick in Word, but not initializing the add-in properly. I'm wearing my Microsoft Teams shirt today. Not what we are working on. If you want to know what we are working on, just hit bang project in the chat window. We are extending the Word client with extra commands and compare Office.js JavaScript with add-ins with the .NET features. And I already know that the .NET features are not the same as the Office.js features. For one thing, you can see that this is throwing me an error, and I'm not sure why. Let me see if we can find out why. Also, I need to find the link for this. Manifest definition. Copy the URL and put it in here so you can all see what I'm doing. Good morning, BV-GG. Still have a hard time pronouncing your name. How are you doing today? It's late in the evening at your side, I think. It's early in the morning at my side. First check the menu over here. Menu. There's a menu item, menu items, menu. That's the root of the thingy. Consists of a UI control with icon. What's this, by the way? Oh. Is there an update? Minor update of npm. Okay. So let's do that in the background. Command npm install global update, I should say, I think. npm install global npm. Have a late night, yeah. We have to finish a big project due in 2 days. That's just around the weekend. I'm here to have some white noise while I work. Oh, thanks, so I'm the white noise. Let's quickly update npm in the background while we are looking at the menu over here. Menu. It has an ID menu, a label. This one, the task pane label, is in there. And it has a description. Task pane super tip label. That's in also. Description. That's in as well. Sorry, didn't mean to be rude. No, I understand. Other streams watch are much more excitable, higher volume. Yeah. Icons. Then we have a section menu items, and that's only consists of, I think, items. And I have one item over here. Did this install? I think so, yeah. So npm installed now in the background. Menu items. Menu items. So we have a menu items that consists of something that's called items, and from the type menu items. And menu items have types, names of item and a type of menu item. And that's something like this, menu item. That's a UI control with optional icon, so the icon is not really needed. and it has an action that is required. But everything is in here, if you ask me. Well, that means maybe this one is maybe a duplicate. Task pane button, yeah. Oh, I changed that to gallery button, so that should be okay as well. That is, if we have a task pane button. Oh, that's named twice. Yeah, so we probably need to change that as well. Gallery button, copy, gallery button label. This should be okay, by the way, but task pane button, so we have a copy, that's a gallery button label. Yeah, gallery button tooltip. That one. Gallery button. That's it, I think. So I'm not sure why this is not right. Let's see items. Let's find this on Google and see if we can find an example for this. Using custom menu items and actions on Oracle. Wow. Control element, clean XML serialization. Let's make this manifest. Menu. Oh, menu. Come on. Office menu element. This one, how to add a vertical menu item. Let's see. One answer. I'm afraid there's no way to customize the layout of the button group within Office. Ensure consistent experience. Office keeps control of the layout. If you shrink the Office window enough, you see the buttons shrink and their alignment change. For example, yeah, that's true, but that's not what he was asking. Label, button. This is just a button. I'm not looking for the button, I'm looking for the menu. Office Web Extensibility Manifest Format. Extend Excel Deploy User Interface. Apparently I'm the only one doing this. How to add contextual menu. That's somewhat similar, I think. With the only difference that it's not a context menu, but something else. Office menu, that's the office menu. When I added this code right below the default, my add-in no longer shows up in my add-ins menu. True, that's the same as I get. Download Microsoft Manifest Validator. Oh, okay. Narrowed it down to the control node. See, it's the same issue. What you're trying to do is possible, and where you were very close, you have selected the context menu, control to be a menu type and not a button. That means you... Wait, let's see. Control type button. I was having the same problem solved now. Your code is just perfect. It's just that you need to start the server before side loading. No, that's not true, I think. What he's saying here is a control, and then yeah, but this is just one item, and I want a menu in there. Control type menu. Control type menu. Let's try this to look for. Manifest. Outlook add-ins. Control type menu. There's someone over here. Menu. This one seems to be complete. This content. What's the difference between this one? Task pane, yeah. There's a menu in here. No. There's no menu. Menu example. Yes. Okay. So what it says is control menu. Control exercise type is menu. Then we have a label. That's what we have. Super tip icon. Then we have items. The interesting part was that I just noticed in the other section was manifest validator office. Validate and troubleshoot issues with your manifest. Let's copy this link. Manifest validator. And let's see, where's the validator? Validate your manifest. No, I thought there was a tool for this. Troubleshooting issues with your manifest. Sideload your add-in. Known issues. Clear office cache. No. Validating your office add-in just got easier. What's it doing? Validate office add-in. Last week, the Office Accessibility team introduced a new enhancement to the add-in manifest validation experience, the Office add-in Validator. Let's go to that link. That's just a tool. This repo is archived, no longer actively maintained, so why not? That's sad. This validator has been decided to help ensure a manifest file that describes your Office add-in is correct and complete. Microsoft includes rich development and validation tools for Office-related projects in Visual Studio 2015. Similarly, this command line validator helps developers. So why is it no longer updated? npm install global. Command line. Let's do this. Data projects test commands. I installed it global, so it doesn't matter really. Office add-in validator. And did it install. Now try this. I should copy only this part. Copy, paste, space, manifest. Yeah. Yeah, validation passed, and I should think this is right according to the specifications. Copy this, paste in the show notes for later reference, close. Copy the command. Okay, close this one. So the validator says it's okay, and that's what I expect. Is this the Contoso? Yes. Contoso. Control, exercise type is menu. That's what I also have in here. The ID, test menu. Then we have a label, resource ID. And the resource ID is available. Yes. Super tip. Super tip title, resource ID. Same. Description. That's it. And then an icon. Let's see the icon resource ID. That can be the same. That's the same as you see over here. Then it has an items part, but it doesn't say type menu items. Items, and there's two items. Items control. Let's check the control in here. Control, yeah. And ending with a empty control item over here. And items, and then we get the specific item. Is this a Microsoft documentation? Yes, it is. Where's the item? Here. Doesn't say that the type is menu item. Item ID is gallery button. Label. Resource ID, yeah. Super tip. Yeah. Icon. Action. Type is show. Task pane, that's also the same. So this should be okay. If we compare it to the examples and the documentation, npm start. And it's not. Let's first kill word again, because I don't think I did that. And kill node in here. Check the manifest over here, the menu. Where's the menu? There's the menu. UI control with icon, so the icon is mandatory in this case. Requires items. Minimum 1, maximum 1. Then we have the items. Where are the items? There's a menu item. Must be 1. Then 1 action, but menu items is minimum 1 and maximum unbound. So according to the specification, everything should be okay. But apparently it isn't. npm start. Thanks Microsoft for not making this transparent enough to make it work. And it's not working. Pro tip, 1 TB storage. I know I use this, but I want the add-in to work. So this one is not working. Content, mail. Validate and troubleshoot issue with your manifest, but I just did that and let's wait, go back. XML schema definition. Task pane. 5 months ago, updated. Change Office Store, App Source. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Contributors, yes, this is from documentation. Any issues on this one? Add example does not work. Okay. Menu. Menu. Defines the JavaScript function that executes an action or launches task by control. Something like this. Can either button, menu or mobile button. Personality menu. Personality menus can obstruct navigational commands commanding elements located near the top right of the add-in. No. Task pane add-ins. Create add-in commands. Context menu. No. Menu item. Yeah, that's the XSD. Office add-ins. Attach debugger. Sideload. Mail app, mail app, mail app, mail app. Icon. Create and debug Office add-ins. Manifest element ordering. Is that important? How to find the proper order of manifest elements. The element ID version provider name must be applied in that order. But that's what I have. The validator within the Office add-in manifest uses the same error message when an element is out of order. If you didn't use a Yeoman generator to create an add-in, you can validate the manifest using the Office add-in manifest. Run the following command. If you didn't use the you can validate by using Office add-in manifest. And that's the one that's not maintained anymore. I think. Modify, you can modify values. So let's see what it's doing if you npx Office add-in manifest validate. Let's try that. Close node. I'm pretty sure it's okay. Close Word. because that did not function at all. And go to the command line. And what was it that they mentioned? Like this. Copy. Note, if running this command will result in error message, the command syntax is not valid because the validate command is not recognized. Run the following command to validate the manifest. Ignore existing. To validate the manifest, replacing manifest file with a manifest. To use a command line XML schema validation tool to validate the manifest. This will ensure the manifest file corrects. Well, let's first try this one. Manifest. Based on requirements specified in manifest, your add-in can run the following platforms. Your add-in will be tested on these platforms when you submit to the Office Store. If you look at it, it's still valid. Word 2016 or later. So I'm pretty sure the XML is defined as is required. So why is this not working? Control type is menu. GitHub.com. Search, find all GitHub. Code, wow. There's a lot of search there in GitHub, but it's not related to the command demo manifest. Type menu. It is Office. Requirements. Oh, you can predefine the requirements, that's interesting. Hosts, mail host, and in this type, control type menu, label, supertip, then the icons, and then you have an item, items, item, ID, execute functions. So these are execute functions. And you have a button. It is based on Outlook, but it looks like it's compatible. Let's check this again with mine. Menu drop down button. control, exercise type, menu, label, super tip, icon, and then you have items. Items, then you have a label, super tip, icon, action, super tip, icon, action. That's exactly the same. Except if you maybe change this into a function, copy. Let's make this a function and then do function name, and the function is obviously not available, but we'll look at it later, what's happening. No. Need to select this one. Oh. Come on. Well, let's do it manually then. This one. Not sure why my command shortcut's not working. Do something. Wait, it says menu item, menu. That's not what is done in here. This is done without the type in there. Only type in there is this one. Item 3, all execute functions. So let's save this. npm start. Let's do it. And it's not. Thanks for nothing. So if I take out the menu, no, for completely, maybe it needs its own group. I don't think so, but npm start. This is functional, so it really is the menu item. If we put in a control, just a control, that's not allowed. Because it has a minimum of one other thing, control. If I do this, it's already failing, as you'd expect. Oh. npm start. See, that's failing because it needs at least one set of menu items, and that's not in here. Kill that. Put that back in. Task pane ID. This should not be mandatory. Let's get back to the examples again, because this was not working. Maybe it is on the message compose command service. Let's check the troubleshoot issue with the manifest to use runtime logging to troubleshoot issues loading an add-in, sideload an add-in for testing. We recommend you sideload only the add-in that you are testing to minimize the number of messages in the log file. If nothing happens and you don't see the add-in, search the log file. Okay. Sideloading for testing. Okay. The way it's done, if I'm correct, you need to create a file share where is it? Open Office on the web. Yeah. Get started. Insert tab. No, but I want to do it in the local machine. Sideload and add in with Visual Studio. Property solution SSL. Yeah. Open the manifest XML. No. Well, I need to do this from the top of my head, so let's try to dive in here. This is my VM, yeah. Let's go to the folder, see data, projects, test commands. There's the manifest in here, so I need to add this one, copy to Word, Word, blank document. Then go to options, Trust Center, trusted adding catalogs. No, what I need to do first is something like this. Go here, right click, properties, sharing, share. Now I should get a network path. Good morning, by the way. or good evening if you're like PV Managed GG in the US, then it's evening at your side, maybe. Okay, now I got a network share like this, and I need to put that in the catalog, add catalog, and enable it. Okay, save settings. Now you need to start Office again. WinWord. Document. Insert. Let's see if we can see it now. My add-ins. Shared folder. Nothing. Add-ins managed. Really? Why is it not showing in here? Refresh. Options. Trust Center. Catalogs. Remove. Something like this maybe. Network share. Okay. Close Word. Close WinWord. File. Blank document. Insert. Add-ins. Oh, come on. Sideload. Office add-in. Sideload. Share a folder, that's what I did. Within network access dialog, add yourself. Did I do that? Properties, sharing, share. Yeah, that's the one. Everyone. Just for kicks. You will need at least read-write permissions. Sharing, copy it, and then that's exactly what I did. Sideload the add-in, my add-ins, insert tab, my add-in, choose shared folder. Yeah, that's what I did. Without a backslash. Try again. Advanced sharing. Share the folder, add. Add. No. It's already in there. This one, copy. Close. Is that the reason that I Head word open twice. Close. Windward. Looks like it. Options. Trust center. Just adding catalogs. Just remove this. Clear. Yeah. Use these settings to manage my... don't allow any web edit start. Don't allow. No. I find it okay. Okay. Next. Okay. Close. And reopen. I don't have other instances of Word anymore. Windward. File. No. I should say insert. Managed. Oh, come on. No, it is currently available. Is that maybe because it failed? See, temp. Log. There's nothing in there. $5.12. It is. Wait. Test commands. Yeah, really. Okay. That's helpful. That's explaining maybe why it's not in there. Let's go to this. What did it say? This is like the menu. Oh, darn. Like the menu. So what does it say? If we try to sideload this in Word. First quickly check this. Control, type, menu, label, icon type. Yeah. That's all properly configured, I should say. Now let's delete this. And save this and run Word again. Word. Now open something like this. Insert. My add-ins. Shared folder. And now it should give me an error. There it is. Let's turn the wrap off. Unexpected resource ID specified for icon URL not found in the URL resource table. That's true, but is that the reason, really? Icon. This one. That's there, that's there. Icon 1. Where's the icon 1? Icon 1. There's no icon 1 in here. At all. There's icon 1. Really? Why is it not finding it? Really? Oh my god. If that's the one copy this, copy. That's it. And that's the one on the menu. Wow. Save this. Close this. Kill Word again. Kill this one. Now, we're in Word. Insert my add-ins. Yes, there it is. So, if I now run this, it's actually going to work now. Really? If this is it, start this with npm start, npm start. WinWord. I don't see it at all. Why is it not showing right now? It is. Wow, took some time to load. Live coding tab. There you have it. That's the menu. Show task pane. And click on the show task pane. And it actually works. Really, yes. Ta-da! That took some time. So the way to debug this is not by checking it live, but putting it in by sideloading. Then you can actively change this setting in the registry and validate it doing it that way. So where's the post that showed all of this? This one. Is it troubleshooting? So this is an important document. Copy. Make that red. Validate your manifest. Make that heading red and make it bold. So you need to create a blog post around this, because this is very important information. Took me, as you've seen in my previous sessions, took me quite some time to get this debugged. Let's try to put in the second menu option. So this is right. I can close this because I already did it, and I did it right from the top of my head even. Don't save. And now kill node and add in the second menu item. So I can close this as well. Show gallery 2. This is the second item. Copy. Close this. Second item in here. Let's see if it works out of the box. npm start. Oh, that fails. And this is interesting because now what I can do is, and I have a hunch over here. Let's check. Maybe the get button is not found right now. Something like that. Let's do the trick again, like Windows Word, then blank document, insert, my add-ins. Now it will not show. Yeah. Go to temp folder, to my logging output, unexpected manifest, add in solution ID, restart ID, supertip title not found, specify for supertip title not found. That's this one. So it should be this one. And it is in there. What about this one? Oh. That's in there. This is the super tip. Let's check the other one, because the other one was working. Copy. Let's compare it with this one. Title, gallery button, label. Gallery button tooltip. Like make this 1 and 2. Let's take this one, make this 1. Duplicate this one as well. 2, 1. Copy. This is number 2. And I also need a normal one. Because this is the actual button. So this one is number 1. Super tip. Label. No. Super tip should be resource ID. Let's copy this one, copy, and copy this one in there, then delete this one. Let's have a look at the label. This should be in fact tip. Tip. Make that tip as well. This should be tip. 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 Gallery button. And let's quickly check. Menu again. We have the task pane menu label. That's in there. Task pane super tip label 1, I should say. Wait, this is the normal one. Yeah. Task pane description, that's in there. Then we have another one. Gallery button. Gallery button. This should be number 2. This should be number 2. This should be number 1. That's not in there. This one. That's in there. So gallery copy. Show gallery 1. I should say 1. Save. Let's see if it's side loading. WinWord. Blank document. Insert. My add-ins. Shared folder. And it's not, so now there is an issue. Go to this one. Where is it? There. Unexpected manifest. Resource ID, super tip, description not found, long string. Gallery button. Control ID gallery button. Let's quickly close this and delete all of this. Let's see what's the latest version of the error logging. Blank edit, blank document. Insert my add-ins. Shared folder failing. That's okay because that was expected. Now have a look at the logging. Now what it says is resource ID specified for subtype description not found in long string, resource table, solution blah blah blah, version, live coding, gallery button. The control is gallery button. Find gallery button. Yeah. Resource ID gallery button tip 1 tooltip. That's this one. And it should be in the long strings. Long string. And where is it residing? Nowhere. Okay. Gallery. This should be in the long strings. Gallery button tip 1. Long strings. Gallery button. Copy. And then copy, paste, make this the second one. Copy. Paste. Second one. Missing required. Manifest field display name description. Let's try this first. Del. Winword. Insert sideload. How do I check the points thing? Just by hitting bang points, I think. Yes. Or you can check the leaderboard if you have the command bang leaderboard. That will show you a link. If I click that, then you see you have 90 points and you're number 4 at this time. There's this Lurks guy. He's watching a lot, but I don't see him ever in the stream. I don't see him chatting. Did I put in the add-in already? Shared folder. There it is. Now it's working. So quickly start this one, npm start, and if this works then we have a good end result for today. And it showed up. Got it. Clicking it, and now we have a menu label with 2 items. Yes. And I think the second one has a function on it that's not existing, so if I click this, it's not working. But the first one should be working. Yes, it's kicking in the task pane. So this is how we can define a button and a menu. So let's see if what's happening if you make this smaller. And it completely disappears, and that's not right if you ask me. But I think that's a bug. I'm not sure why that's happening. Because it's also happening in here, I think. In the end, see? So this is a good result for today. We finally got the menu items working. And let's get back to the main screen. So what we've been looking at today is extending the Office menu with menu items. It's kind of hard to find out what's going wrong, so we found that there's a way to debug your manifest by sideloading it. It's giving you much more information on what's wrong on the manifest file. So that's an interesting part that I really need to write a blog post about, and I will do that anytime soon. I made a note of it at least, so for later reference, and hopefully we can continue now with extending the ribbon with all the functions that we want to put in there. So thanks for watching today. I will be back tomorrow morning again at the same time, Europe time, early in the morning, 6:45 a.m. And that means that's late in the evening for Pacific and somewhat more at night for the East Coast. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon. If you like to know when my other sessions are starting, just hit the follow button. And thanks for watching, especially today for PV Menace GG, as he's been joining and having me as a wallpaper in the background. And that's not offending at all. It's just I do it the same thing myself, putting it up in the background and watching streams with one eye on my PC and one eye on the stream. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.